Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavi Biriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha. Mahima Charan read a few more verses and also a description of the 6 psychic centers of the body. He said that in Benares he had witnessed the death of a yogi in the state of yoga. To leave the body in the state of yoga, that is, when we are united with the rest of the existence. I have become the whole universe. I have become the one divine that pervades the whole universe and all beings. Immediately what falls off, the ignorance, the sheets covering our bodily existence, when they fall off, then we directly witness our own self, myself being everything. Because just the identity of body alone is creating this and that here and there. All differences that we see in this universe as multifarious universe is one existence, seamless existence. There is no division at all. There are no multiplicity at all. But appears to be so many items, so many things, so many people. When you transcend this ignorance of identifying with body, and this is there only in waking state. The moment we sleep, there is no world at all. I don't have my body also, my physical body is also missing. The moment I sleep, nothing exists. I am in another world, dream world, mind has created. Mind has become the whole world and I am participating in it as real. And it will be real till I wake up from dream. So this identity with the body is making it appear as the world. The external vision I am seeing as world. Otherwise, there are 3 ignorances, the sheets, the veils covering the soul. I am not able to get my Atma Jnana because of these 3 doors which are called the darkness, the veiling. Veiling is covering the self. I am not able to get the vision of my own self. Who am I do not know because of identification of the body. Bodily identity is the one darkness that the Atman, light of Atman is projecting out, and like a cloud covering the sun, the bodily existence is covering me. The self. I am not able to know myself because of this veil. Second veil is the veil of ego, which is subtler, and this is what is covering the self. And this, just like this bodily existence seek all material things, this should be seeking all subtle enjoyments. And this darkness, this cover, the Atman light is covered. The physical light is looking like as if it is reality. Then psychic light is illumining the psychic world of mind. I am imagining tomorrow I will do something and eat. Look at the subtle desires. Look at the subtle way the mind is working. It is seeing already a sweet meat which is made, he is going to eat tomorrow, and is bringing all the materials for that. Now, this taste of enjoyment, already it is registered. I want to have that enjoyment again, that is working at subtle level. I want food to eat in waking state is the gross level it is working, gross desires. And here the ego, the sheath of ego with enjoyments, kartritva and bhoktritva, is covering the second layer, important layer. There are many, not much hard to overcome layers, but these are very strong like walls. And then there is each one is covering the self, light of Atman is not coming out, and the mental light, physical light is illumining the small world of ours. When I enter into dream state, mental light I am seeing. I am seeing with the mental light in the mind, the world. Still deeper I go, I don't know what happens. I am not there at all to witness what is happening in my deep sleep. Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti. In Sushupti what's happening I do not know. That is the last cover covering the self, and we call it Kalaratri, Maharatri, Moharatri. I do not know what is God, is the innermost cover. The innermost, it is removed, you know what is God. Next external is Kalaratri. I don't know who am I. I don't know what is God, is the deepest. Next layer of darkness is I am. I do not know who am I. The ignorance of my own self is the next darkness, and this is called the Kalaratri. And then, because I don't know who God is, who am I, so I am identifying with the body and calling myself as body and a few items in the world as mine. A child and a wife, or a husband and a brother, I call mine, and all other things, car, vehicle, house, and I call it as mine, which was never mine. Even when I am possessing it, is not mine. It belongs to nature forever. How many people come and say this is mine, mine, and go away? But it doesn't belong to anybody. The things will remain as it is here itself. So this this is called Moharatri. These are three major innermost avaranas covering the soul, the veils covering the soul. They are very strong and very powerful. I cannot go away. I will do this, I will enjoy that. And I am this body. How difficult it is to take out. Every moment is persisting till I sleep and go away. So this, and that state of yoga, all layers of veils have fallen away, and only one existence, the Atman alone abides. He alone is one with the absolute existence and experiencing the multiple universes in his own being. That is one with God through eternity. He is experiencing, and the body has fallen off somewhere. The body has nothing to do when I am the whole universe and beyond, a bodily case is just hanging somewhere in the infinite. It is like a shadow somewhere that falls off, or the body is there, it doesn't matter. The body falls off. This is leaving the body in yoga. Sri Krishna's brother, Dauji, Balram, his end will be, he goes somewhere and sits and leaves his body in yoga. So all these, so many saints, last they'll be in the yoga sthiti, they live. Jnaneshwar, they all take the Jivan Samadhi. While living itself, they will leave the body. They dig a pit in the earth and tell their disciples, my purpose of coming down to this earth is over. I have realized God, what I have to give to the world, I have given the knowledge and how to reach it. And my purpose is over, I am going. They sit with a japamala and tell, when japamala slips down from my hand, you can cover this and go. So, with tears, hundreds of people will be waiting around, expecting him. He might come out, especially the nearest and dearest, the kith and kin, how they'll be feeling. And he'll be slowly, he forgets the world, forgets the body, finds himself in union, eternal union with God. And the japamala slips down from the hand. And with tears they cover the whole area with stone blocks, like a lid covering and then they bow down, go away. That becomes a sacred place. Many saints have left the body like that. Jnaneshwar is one of the saints. So, in Banaras, he had witnessed the death of a yogi in that state of yoga. Mahima. There are fine passages in Rama Gita. Master, you are speaking of Rama Gita. Then you must be a staunch Vedantist. How many books and that kind of sadhus used to read here? Before these people came, Thakur was immersed in sadhana, varieties of sadhana, all paths to God, all paths of the Hinduism, all denominations, how they walk towards God. Sri Ramakrishna passed through all that, and Dvaita, Vishishta Advaita, and all aspects of bhakti, tantras, all he has not left any aspect of Hinduism to practice and see the end. The end of all paths are same. Then the other religions also he passes through. Now Sri Ramakrishna is telling how many in those days of his sadhana, whichever sadhana he took up, the same kind of people pertaining to that particular tradition used to flow through that temple area. Just like now you see Kumbh Mela happened. How many crores of people took dip in the same small area, took dip and went away. Now imagine in those days the sadhus wandering monks used to pass through temples and places where they get their food and then a little place to spend their nights on the way. When they are sick, they will get a little medicine and services. So those places they'll be knowing, it spreads from one to other. So Dakshineshwar was one of the important places where sadhus used to come, stay for a night or two, then proceed further, having received the prasad and any help they need. And Mathur Babu used to often see when people are more, sadhus are more, he would buy the needs of these people like blanket. They are going still to the north. It is winter area time. Then he used to give them clothes, kamandalu, water pots, this, that, whatever they need, they try to distribute. So each time Thakur is immersed in particular sadhana, Vedanta time, Vedantists are flowing, each one giving a aspect, a mark of that particular. Now Vedanta, how many ways you can see, one has become many. All vegetation pervading, and manifestation as the vegetation, manifestation as animals, so many animals. When you see, we have a river touching our border. Whenever we get a small leftover food or anything, when we put it in the river, you can see hundreds of fishes coming with mouth wide open. Then you'll see, oh, how one has become all this. So many varieties of animals and birds and life. Life, oh, the God has become life. Now wherever you see life, you can see that Advaita aspect of life. If you view life as the manifestation of the Absolute, material, you go to rocky, hilly regions like the Himalayas, there are certain places, Rudraprayag, you can stand there and see ranges and ranges of mountains and hills in front of you, covered with ice, especially in winter, like waves in an ocean you are seeing, the waves of whole mountain range, as if God is sitting in deep meditation. Each rock is sitting, covered with the snow. Now you will view the whole thing. Oh, here you see the Advaita manifesting. Oh, one reality. It is appearing as this. Each thing, you take anything, just expand a little your own awareness and feel the existence of that. Now you will see that everything is, one has become many, one has become many. I love my friends. Oh, the one has become many. Each time, oh, it is divine, it is divine, it is divine. Sri Ramakrishna used to go out in a horse carriage. He will see thousands of people walking here, there, and see small lights of consciousness moving about. This is Advaita, practically experiencing. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling those days when he was practicing spiritual practices and or has got enlightenment, these people come and start singing or chanting those books, and Sri Ramakrishna would enjoy. You are speaking of Ramagita, then you must be a staunch Vedantist. how many books of that kind the sadhus used to read here. Mahima recited the description of Om. It is like unceasing flow of oil, like long peal of a bell. Now, how the Om would be? Flow of oil. When water flows, water leaves out bubbles. It drags in and envelops itself in as bubbles, air bubbles in and the bubbles you can see mixing up, coming out, bursting, water going away. It is wavy. You can see strong, sharp waves of water and mixed with air as it moves. Now, here when you come to see the oil, when the oil is poured, there is no bubbles or the rough flowing. It is smooth. If you see a Tailadhara, it will be just like a stick kept there. You will not see any movements at all. You will not see the waves. It is as if one block of stick is kept. Oil is flowing. Same water, it immediately breaks through and it will be running with air mixed up. This never happens. It is just like Tailadhara, everything is pervaded by oil as if. The Om description. Another is like a long peal of a bell. When you ring a bell, the peal that follows, gong, dong. When ring is over, after ring is over, the peal is continuing. The sound is continuing for a long time. Omkara is like that. How the Om, it is flow of absolute, as if in our system, the flow of consciousness Chaitanya takes place from the core of our existence outward. Core. In sleep, I leave the physical body, the subtle body, causal body, and come to my axis of existence on which the gross, subtle and causal bodies are mounted. Waking, dreaming and deep sleep. Deep sleep, dreaming and waking. I am coming to the bodily level and collapsing to a single point, still line. This line is called existence, line of axis of existence. In this existence I will reach and expand into the, like an arrow I shoot up and expand in the infinite. And again come back and wake up to the bodily level. Again go to the sleep, expand, come back. Now this expansion, this in ours, the Omkara or the Chaitanya is flowing along that from the Absolute and pervading the entire body through capillaries like nadis. They are called nadis. There is the blood flow. Blood is flowing through veins and arteries. Similarly, I have digestive system. Food is flowing. I have nervous system. I have respiratory system. I have reproductive system. So many systems are working, each carrying something to the whole bodily level. Now, like that, Every cell is a conscious. I am consciousness. Where from this consciousness is coming is from that core axis on which the three bodies are mounted, and it pervades all the three bodies, making all this conscious and giving life to my bodily existence. That flow of Chaitanya, Sushumna, Ida, Pingala are the grossest, means the accessible aspect of Chaitanya's flow. So this happens at the cosmic level and at the individual level. Here we see Mahima recited description of Om. It is like unceasing flow of oil, like a long peal of bell. Go. About the characteristics of Samadhi, he read, the man established in Samadhi sees the upper region filled with Atman, the nether region filled with Atman, the middle region filled with Atman. He sees all filled with Atman. Other and Mahima saluted the master and departed. Now see here, when the characteristics of Samadhi, about the characteristics of the Samadhi he read, the man established in Samadhi sees upper region means what is beyond. He sees the transcendental. He is witness of all. The nether, that's the lower three aspects, 7 planes of existence. Or we can see the gross, subtle and causal. When we take individual and cosmic as layers, the uppermost layer, the gross, and the inner layer is subtle, and at the root is the causal. We collapse and expand to the causal. But causal pervades the subtle. Causal and subtle pervade the gross. They are all one. As they can independently collapse. If it's winding up, physical body is winding up and dissolving the subtle as we go inward. So the consciousness pervades all the three. I am in waking state. So in Samadhi, after attainment of Samadhi or experiencing Samadhi, we will see that everything is God alone. Because multiplicity and duality dissolves, that was only appearance. Actions, karma, qualities, guna, and movements, kriya, are just appearances. Nama, rupa, guna, kriya are just appearances. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.